everybody. I hope you are having a fabulous day today. Thank you so much for joining me on Amy's Inspiration Station on the YouTube, Facebook, and YouTube channels. I'm so excited for you to be here. And hey, Melly, I hope you're doing well. And hi, Kim. And we have Han behind the badge today. And she is here to put in some shopping links and also to pick a winner for our $15 gift card to Altenew. So please let us know that you have shared this live while we are live. And I am really excited that you all are here today. Hi, Stacy, and hey, Monica. I am kind of been playing a lot with some stencils, and I think you guys probably have this stencil. I know I've seen it a lot all over the place, and if you were part of the retreat, the in-person retreat that Altenew had in July, the stencil was part of it. And I just want to kind of play around with it, show you some inspiration and step it up a little bit into some other things that we can do. Oh, Stacy, thank you so much for sharing this. And hi, Lynn and Laura. I'm so glad you guys are here today. And if you share this live while we're live, you'll be entered to win a $15 gift card to Altenew. And Han is behind the badge today. Hello, Han. So excited that you are here. And I just checked the promotions page on Altenew, and there's a free stamp set. It looks really cute that is with purchase today. So if you don't have this set, I have to say I am absolutely obsessed with this stencil, and that is the citrus. Let me get it for you. That is the citrus fruits pattern stencil. It is absolutely delicious. Look at this. It's so cute. I love it. And this was designed by our own Miriam, who is just an absolute dear and delight. And you can see it's kind of cool. So you might look at it and be like, what do I do with this thing? But I wanted to just show you a couple of ideas that we can do with it. Oh, thank you so much, Vicki, for sharing this. And you too can be like Vicki and be entered to win our $15 gift card to Altenew. And there's some cute stuff up on Altenew today. Hey, how you doing there, Beth from North Carolina? Oh, thank you so much for sharing, Kim. Hi, Cece. And I hope you're having a good evening for you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get down to business. So I'm going to move my camera down, and we'll see what we have going on today. All right, so here we are down at my desk, and you can see I have a ton of goodies here. It is, whoa, what's going on with all of this? So I'm going to start off with the stencil. And this is a 6x6 stencil. I've got a whole bunch of kind of funness over on the side that I'm just going to move over. And like I said, I've been kind of messing around. I love stencils. They're a lot of fun. They're really easy to do, especially to make like a nice background, which is what we're going to be doing today. And I like this because it's a nice 6x6 stencil too. So what I did is I grabbed a piece of 12x12 cardstock, and Altenew does sell nice 80-pound white cardstock as a 12x12 sheet. And then I just cut it into 4 quarters. So each of these is approximately 6x6. So I'm just going to use one of them right now. All right. Hey, how are you doing there, Pam? From Arizona. Altenew is your favorite website. Thank you. Mine too. I am so excited. Pam, tell me. And I want to know how many of you have purchased or have gotten this citrus fruits pattern stencil yet. I've seen a lot of people with it, and it is absolutely, it's just really, really cool. So let me show you the stencil. I'm going to explain why I'm setting up my stamp wheel the way I'm setting up my stamp wheel, even though I am not stamping anything right now. So this is 4 stencils. Hi, Shiomara. I hope you are doing well today. And again, if you share this live while we're live, you'll be entered to win a gift card. And Han is behind the badge today. Huge shout out to Han. And I just saw there's a nice big sale happening on Altenew today. And they're also giving away a free stamp set. So there's 4 stencils here. And this is stencil number 1. And you can see how they fit on top of each other. So here is stencil 2. It gives a little bit of a detail layer. And depending on where you are, it might be difficult to line these up. So I came up with a little trick of how to line them up if you are having a little bit of issues with that. So I'm going to kind of show that little trick here. Oh, hello, Aisha. I hope you are doing well from Pakistan. And we have Monica. Oh my gosh, Monica, if you do one thing, I hope you win the gift card today. Put it towards the stamp wheel. This thing has changed my life. I got to tell you. I have broken 2 other stamp positioners, and this one, there's no way I can break it because trust me, I have tried. All right, so you'll see I have my 6x6 piece of paper, or as close to 6x6 as I can get it. And you see I stuffed that in the corner of my stamp wheel. And so I have my stencil. This is the number. Each of the stencils in Altenew are numbered. And in fact, I did not this time, but normally what I do is I take an alcohol marker and I actually label them. And that's just because it just helps me a lot. Oh, good. I'm so glad, Monica. Trust me, put this one on your wish list. It is fabulous. All right. So again, if you share this live while we're live, you will be entered to win a gift card to Altenew. And hopefully, if you check out this citrus fruit pattern stencil, or put it towards the stamp wheel if you don't have one yet. Let me know if you have the citrus fruits pattern stencil. Have you tried it yet? Has that been something that you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure. It looks kind of cool. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with it. Check it out. All right. So normally, now this stamp wheel has this sticky mat, and normally this will stick, except for the fact that my paper is a little bit over 6x6. So I'm just going to use a little bit of satin masking tape just to make sure that my stencil stays in place. No big deal. And you'll see I'm going to be reusing those same 2 pieces through this entire time. All right. All right. So I'm going to start off, and this has 4 different images on it. So I'm actually going to use 4 different colors. So we have a top of our cup, and this will hopefully give you that. So we have the top of our cup. We have this grapefruit, but I'm not sure. We think maybe this is grapefruit, maybe it's an orange, whatever you want it to be. We have a little half citrus, and then we have a little lemon in here. So these are the 4 things that we're going to be inking up. And I'm actually going to be using some different sets, and I'm going to grab this set. This is the Spring Bouquet set. I love this set because it has, as I've been doing the citrus fruits patterns, I've been making them very, very soft. And so I wanted to kind of branch out a little bit today, and I really wanted to make it very, very bright. Hi, Sue. I hope you are having a fabulous day today. And Lynn, check this out, this citrus fruits pattern. It's really a cute set. And you might see I'm going to make a card with it. I'm also going to make a matching tag. And but you'll see I'm all going to be making everything out of this one piece of paper. That's it. Really, really cute. I'm also going to be using my mini blending brushes. So I just keep them. This is actually a container from my artist markers. So that was it. And I just kind of stick this in. It fits 9 of them in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it actually fits 12. It fits 12 in here. So that's fabulous. That's really all I need. And I'm also going to use the Golden Sunset, and I'm going to grab Mango Smoothie out of my set. So I'm just going to kind of put these right over on the side. I'm going to grab Sunray from here, and I'm going to grab Baby Pink from here, and then I need a little blue. I need a very soft blue. So I'm just going to grab Pool from the Decos. This is the Deco Garden set. Really, really cute set. It's got a whole bunch of colors. In fact, I made this entire panel with just this set of colors. That's it. Yes, Vicki. Their layering stencils are fabulous, and I happen to love them too. I absolutely love them. So what's really cool about the stamp mat, so you can see these cubes aren't going anywhere. In fact, you can see my desk shaky because I'm trying to get my cube up. And so this is going to stay in one place. I don't need anything else. It's right on my mat. I'm just going to grab a little bit of this color, and I'm just going to come in and I'm going to do these big circles. So this is the base layer, and I'm just going to come in, and this is with the baby pink. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to do all of these big circles. And I'm using the mini blending brushes because I know that I will be able to keep that ink where I want it to, because I have a lot of control over these in using them. And I'm trying to make sure that that ink goes a little bit darker on the edges. And I'm just going to come in. This goes relatively quickly. And the more that I've been using it, it just goes really fast. And so I'm doing all of these. We're going to call these pink grapefruits. or maybe they're blood oranges, whatever it is that you want to, whichever citrus fruit is pink that you want to throw down here. So maybe ruby red grapefruits, call them that. But I'm just going to go ahead and add them in. And you can see that these are kind of different all over the place. So sometimes, like I said, the lining up is a little bit hard, but this is my little trick, is to use the corner of it. Oh, hands behind the badge, Sue. I just saw your comment. Sue, Han and I are the Monday Dream Team, right, Han? Han is super fabulous, and I'm so lucky that she is with me today. Now, in order to pick this up, I'm just going to click it, and then it's up. But you saw how it did not move while I was up there. All right, so now I'm going to go in for Sunray. And so this, I'm just going to grab, and these are my little half moons. So these are my half moon citrus, and this is the lightest color within the golden sunset. And like I said, I wanted to make it a little bit brighter because I keep doing these as very, very faint, and I wanted to see what it looked like. It's like nice and bright. So I'm just switching up the colors. And Sue, I'm so glad, Sue, I'm so glad you're here too. And thank you for sharing this to Facebook. And you, like Sue, can be entered to win a gift card to Altenew. And you could pick up the citrus fruits pattern stencil, which is what I'm playing with today. And I've seen this, so many people are really loving this stencil. I cannot get enough of it. This is like pretty much all I've been playing with because it's summer and it's fun. Just really love it. And I like this color too. So I'm using this light orange, and this is Sunray. And you can see again, my cube is not moving. Now I pick it up. All right, so now I'm going to come in with some mango smoothie. Yes, and this is great because I don't need another thing on my desk. You can, I know we all do this, is we all work in a very small little space. Doesn't it feel like it gets a little crowded after a while? And so if you don't have to add another thing onto your space, why bother? And this is a 6x6 stencil. I just want to put that out there, that this is a 6x6 stencil. This thing is kind of big. And I still have enough for these mini ink cubes to fit right over. And again, you see, that sucker ain't moving. Like I said, my desk is moving. My ink cube is not moving. So really, really super simple. And I know this lemon looks a little close to that Sunray, so feel free if you want to add in more orange, you can do that, but we're going to add a little bit of a detail layer up on that too. All right, so those are my three colors. And then I'm going to come in with Pool. And I'm going to do this with the mini blending brush, but you also can use the detail blending brushes because this is a little bit of a small area. But with these, I just kind of get it right up on the side. So I'm just doing a little edge, and then I'm just coming in. And this is supposed to represent the top of the glass. So I'm not putting the ink all over on everything. I'm just putting it right up in here. Oh, and Jennifer, thank you so much for sharing. If you share this while we are live, you will be entered to win a $15 gift card. We have Han, lovely, lovely Han behind the badge today. And she will be choosing that winner at the end of our live session. Let us know that where you have shared this live. And hopefully somebody else comes in and we can style up our stencils. And that's what we're talking about today. How can we kind of step up stencils, make them a little bit more 3D looking? What the heck can you do with them? So you can see I'm kind of changing up the inking, but I'm also got something else to go. But I realized I missed a lemon. So missed a lemon down here. So I'm going to come in with my mango smoothie and grab my last lemon. Okay. All right. So that's the base layer. So those are my colors. I'm going to stick them those over the side. And all I'm going to do, my paper's going to stay because it's on that sticky mat. So I'm just going to lift this up. And this is what I meant about putting this down, because this is like, where the heck do I put this second stencil down? How the heck does it fit in? What do I do right now? So I'm going to put that stencil aside, and now I'm going to come in with the second one. Because I have the paper, let me just move this up. Because I have the paper abutted in the corner and my stencil was in the corner, I just make sure my stencil's going in the right way. And the way that I know that is there is a number on this stencil. So I'm going to put a little 2 up here. And then I'm just going to stick this in the corner and it lays down perfectly. I don't have to sit here and fiddle and fuddle with it and figure out where it goes. It just sits right down. And like I said, because my paper is a little bit bigger than 6 by 6, because I obviously cannot measure, I'm just using the satin masking tape. And I am just to keep that down and make sure it's all set and ready to go. So that's why the satin masking tape. And again, same 2 pieces, no big deal. Hi, Miss Stamp. I hope you're doing well. And Joanne, thank you so much for sharing. And you too can be like Miss Stamp and Joanne and share this live while we are live. And you will be entered to win a $15 gift card. And I have just Ray's here from Tennessee. I'm so glad you guys are here with me today. Let me know how your Monday's going. What are you up to? Besides hanging out with me on this All Too New Live. All right, so I have fuchsia. That's going to be my second color from the Spring Bouquet set. And then I'm going to grab, I think I'm going to step this up. I'm going to go Snapdragon for my oranges. And then there's these little lemons have like little dots in them. And this is what it looks like right here. It's just got these little dots. I'm actually going to go green with that. And I'm going to throw in lime. That's going to go here. Now, this is my glass of lemonade. So I'm actually going to use the mango smoothie on that one and just a little hint of pool. And I'll explain what I'm going to do when I get there. All right, so I'm going to start off with fuchsia. So again, I just put these on the side of my sticky mat because those cubes are going to stay. And I just use the same blending brush because it's my pink one. And I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to make this nice and dark. Nice and bright. Now, if you want to, I can grab the darkest color, which is the magenta. I'm just going to stick this right here. And I'm just going to come in right around the center. I'm trying to leave a little bit of space here. Then I'm just going to wipe this off or just blot it off on some scrap paper. So I'm just going to grab some scrap paper that I have over on the side. Sorry for all of that crazy noise. Just to kind of clear off what the heck that is. And then I'm going to come in with my fuchsia and just blend that all out so we don't see how the craziness is. All right, I'm going to do the same thing again. So I'm just going to add some of that fuchsia right down. And I'm just going to go in and just get all that fuchsia going on everywhere of my little, whatever the heck these are. Are we calling these red? I think these are red, ruby red grapefruits. Add that fuchsia down on all of my little ruby red grapefruits. Somebody called them blood oranges when I made them pink last time. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of magenta, just right in the middle, just to give it a little bit of difference. Again, just a tiny bit. I'm getting right on the edge. Right in the edge of those. All right, then I'm going to get that magenta out of there, off of my brush, pick up some fuchsia, and then I'm just going to blend it all out. So there's no harsh lines. All right, sweet. All right, so that's my fuchsia. That is done. Take that off. All right, so now we're going to head over to Snapdragon. And this is for my little oranges. Oh, wow, this is nice and bright. Oh, hi, Pam. Oh, thanks, Monica. Yes, Maria, this is my problem is I love lemonade too much. And that's probably where my obsession with this stencil set comes from. I would agree with you. Definitely not as hot as that where I live, but definitely love lemonade. That's like my biggest thing. Yes, and Deborah, this magenta, it's not the Spring Bouquet set. I always feel bad because it's not, it's a 3-color set. It's 3 pinks and 3 greens. And I love showing it because I don't think people know that it exists. And it's great. It's if you are new to All Too New especially, and you're like, I don't know what inks to get that set. It's such a pretty set. And it's very versatile. And I love the greens because they're bright and lime. They're like limey greens and not olivey greens. So I really, really like those. All right, I am going dark with that orange. Gosh, that looks great. Okay, so that's my little snapdragon there. And Pam, I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Lana. I know, Lana, this is so unlike me. I'm going like bright and bold. I'm channeling you, Lana. All right, now the lime. So I'm going lime with this on the lemons. And I've done it here with pink, which I think is pretty, but I'm going to try the lime. I think that's going to look really nice. Just to add in a little bit of green here. Because why not? Lemons have a little green. You could also do a dark yellow if you wanted to. You could do a pink. You could add the magenta here because that would be pretty. Just to give it a little bit of shine. A little bit of something different. You notice that I am working really hard to avoid these glasses, of course we're going to be putting some beautiful lemonade in these glasses. And Pam, I'm so excited that you're here and that you are here. Hi, Cece. Yes, the spring bouquet set. Thank you. I'm glad there's someone else out there who loves the spring bouquet set as much as I do. All right, so now I'm going in with mango smoothie. And this is my lemonade. I'm filling my cup up. So Maria, are we ready? Maria from Texas. Here's my lemonade going right in that cup. Filling this up. And this is mango smoothie. Mango smoothie is part of the 4 scoops set. And it's another one that I have all the minis, so they come in all the sets, but the 4 scoop set is a really cool little set because it comes with a chocolate, it comes with the peach perfect, which is so awesome, and it comes with cotton candy, which is this really, really pretty bright pink, and it comes with mango smoothie. And I really like mango smoothie. It's such a lovely, lovely color. All right, now, I have pool on this, a little bit. I'm going to use my little bit of pool because remember, this is a glass. It's going to look weird. So I'm just going to start to flick a little bit of that pool. And I can even grab some lime here. I'm just going to flick a little bit of that so it looks like it's in a glass. I'm literally just picking up the ink that I already have on the stencil. This is very subtle, but just so it doesn't look totally weird. I think I need to add a little bit more pool on that. So I just want to give it a little shade like it's in a glass because it shouldn't be perfectly yellow. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Okay. Here we go. Reveal time. I know. Pink lemonade, Deborah, that would be cute. In fact, the cotton candy would be really cute with that if we did a pink lemonade. Wouldn't that be so cute? All right. And hi, Sahara. It's so nice to see you. And again, we have hand behind the badge. I mean, how cute is this? Look how nice and bright this is. So adorable. All right. So my favorite part of this stencil, which you're like, oh, isn't it all of this? It's actually not. It's actually stencil 3. And stencil 3 is these background designs, which I'm calling ice cubes. And also it has these little straws in it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the same spot. So again, I have this little trick I'm using, and Pam knows what I'm talking about because she and I did this together, is I have this little trick that I'm using my stamp wheel and I'm using that alignment so my stencil lines up perfectly. So I'm not sitting here fiddling about trying to figure out how to line this stencil up. And then because my paper is a little bit bigger than 6 by 6, that's why I'm using the satin masking tape. And for those of you who just are starting with us, this is the same satin masking tape that I used when I started my whole thing. So I'm just reusing that over and over again. Thank you, Jeanette. And thank you, Sahara. Nice and bright. Nice and bright. Okay. So I need a straw and I need some ice cubes, and I'm going to use pool. So again, I'm putting the base on my mats because it's not going to move. And I'm going to come in with my pool and I am going to town. So nice and bright. I want these nice and bright little glass straw. coming in my lemonade, and I'm just going to come around. Now, I love this, but I'm going to step this up just a little bit. So I'm going to clean off this stencil, and then I'm going to do my last stencil, and then I'm going to show you guys using this exact same stencil how I'm going to step this up. Again, really, really super subtle, but I think it would be just really, really cool. And then if you guys want, I have another one already. Yes, you already have your 50 wish list of 50 items. Add this to it. I hope it's on there. This stencil is just, I cannot get enough. All I'm doing is like making stuff with this stencil. I love it. I just keep making backgrounds, trying different colorways. It's just so really, really cool. And this pool color, which comes from the Deco Garden set, oh, it's just absolutely delicious. Yes, you got it. And by the way, Sarah, there is a free stamp set with your purchase today and tomorrow. So check that out. It's actually a cute little floral set. And that is, I just checked the promotions before I came on. And this stencil, so cute. All right, so now you're looking at me like, hey, this is great. You're stenciling. What the heck are you going to do with all of this background? And we're going to cut this up. This is a 6x6 piece of paper, so you can actually do this with what we're about to do with any 6x6 piece of paper as well. I'm going to cut this up into a card and a tag and potentially a bookmark. And that's what we're going to do with this. Oh my gosh. Okay, are you guys ready? Love it. I think that makes it. It's just so cute that it's all there. Oh, Lana, how do you not have the stamp wheel already? It's so awesome. All right, so I'm just taking a second. I'm off of camera right now. All I'm doing is just cleaning off my stencil because I am going to use this to zhuzh up my background. So I'm going to keep this over here. We're going to need that. Now, coming in with my fourth one. So the fourth one puts a little bit of greenery in. And again, because I have this in the corner, I don't have to sit here and figure out where all of these leaves go. I just stick it in. And now it's perfectly aligned. What we have here is we have the greenery that goes to the lemon. And we also have this background greenery, which is just leaves, which is really cute. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my same pieces of satin masking tape and use them right here. Okay, I'm going to go in with the, I think I'm going to go fresh leaf. This is a little dark for me. Kind of want to do lime. I think I will do both because I like both. All right, so this is the fresh leaf and the lime, and this is off of the spring bouquet set. Yes, you absolutely can, Nancy. Totally fine to do that because they're both dye inks. So no issue whatsoever with that. And so you saw that I have, this is the fresh dye ink and this is crisp dye ink. And I can mix those up. And honestly, I probably shouldn't, but I use the same brushes. All right, so this is fresh leaf. I'm going to come in and I'm going to do my little lemon stems. These are lemon stems, I guess. I'm going to do my little lemon stems in fresh leaf. And so this is nice and dark. And I was thinking of actually using embossing powder on these guys. But given the interest of time, I might not do that. But I was actually thinking these would be so cute to use with the fluorescent green embossing powder. That was my thought process. But I did not, I'm not going to do that today. Project for another day. All right, I'm just going right over these. Nice and dark. Any other lemons? Yep, one more. All right, and if you like, I'm getting close. I don't want to re-ink up, so I'm just pulling ink off of my stencil and just shoving it right where I want it to go. Little trick, cleans up your stencil and inks up your image at the same time. All right, so I'm just going to clean this off. I have the same stencil in my hand, and now I'm just cleaning that off, and I'm going to go right over to lime. So the lime, I'm going to go right in with all the greenery. Picking colors, that's a good question, Lana. I really try to use things like the color wheel. That's how I do it, is using the color wheel. And I always want to make sure, so I have a pink in here, I have an orange, and those are very bright. They are warm colors, and so I want to add in and make sure that I have some cool colors to balance those out, and that's where the green and also where the pool comes into play. And I wanted to keep this bright, so I'm not going to pick muted colors on these. So I wanted to pick really bright ones because you know me, Lana, I normally tend to go with muted colors. And I'm like, this one really needs to be bright and happy today. So we're going bright and happy. There's some little fiddly bits here, and so I'm just using my little pokey tool to keep those down. That's all I'm doing with my little pokey tool that I have. All right, so after my greenery, I'm going to grab my stencil. We're actually going to emboss with the stencil, which if you haven't done before, it's very super subtle, but it just looks kind of cool because it gives this raised image. Now, you really can only pick, because this is a 4 stencil set, you really can only pick one of the stencils. Cat hair in there. You can really only pick one of the stencils to emboss. This would be a great one to choose, I think. But I'm actually going to pick the ice cubes and the straws because I thought that would be kind of cool. The other one I was thinking about picking was the glasses. And because I think that would be neat too. But I'm going to pick the ice cubes and the straws. Okay, here we go. Just kind of giving my last little bits. So again, I did the fresh leaf on the tiny leaves, so there's going to be some color difference. And I did the lime on the larger leaves. Okay, here we go. Let's clean up my little area here. Pull off my colors. And let's see what you got. So pretty. Love it. So pretty. Nice and bright. It's bold. And it's so, so cool. All right. So I'm going to pull this off. And I'm going to set up a little bit with my embossing machine or my die cutting machine. All right. This does have a little tendency. I'm using a little bit, probably like a 65 weight. So my, because it's my cardstock, not Altenews 12 by 12. And it's a little bit less, but you can see I just kind of folded it back and it's all set to go. So I just want to compare these two just so you can get a sense that how much you can really kind of go with this. So I forced this. I really wanted to make this nice and bright, but you can also make this so subtle and soft. And it's really about this, this look that you can get depending on the inks that you choose. So I went this way with it. Really, really nice and it's really, really pretty. Okay, so we're going to go with this guy. So my next thing I'm going to do is I have to line this up, and I'm going to use a little bit of this satin masking tape. And Jamie, thank you so much for sharing this while we're live. You too can be like Jamie and be entered to win a gift card to Altenew, where you might want to pick up the citrus fruits pattern set if you have not already. Really, really cute set. Love it. And this, I'm just kind of going through how to make it a little bit different. Zhuzh it up a little bit, if you will. All right, so I'm going to grab my machine. So I'm using the Spellbinders Platinum. And this has a base to it. Just going to grab my ink cubes out of here. That's all I need is ink cubes going right off my desk. So I'm just going to put this down. And so you have to follow the instructions, whatever the heck your machine is, and just look and see. And for the Spellbinders, I'm just using how to emboss a cut shape. I'm just following this little recipe. Okay. Yes, exactly, Ray. I'm going to cut some tags from this. You have read my mind. All right, I'm going to take the stencil and I'm going to put that down. Then my paper. Then there's this embossing mat. And that's going to go right here. And I have to stand up for this. Making sure that everything's on here. Okay, and then there's an embossing plate. And I'm going to run this through a couple of times because let's face it, I am extra. And I like to do a couple of, what's it? And isn't this so cute? And Ray, I'm actually hoping I should have enough for a bookmark. So I'm looking for a card, a bookmark, and a tag out of the 6x6. So thank you. And Sahara, thank you so much for making that a community post on your channel. That's great. And this is, here we go. All right, I'm going to do this one time. Again, heat emboss it. I know, CC, you're like, I was actually going to. In fact, I have my embossing powder right next to me because I'm like, oh, I really would like it. But in the interest of time, I'm just going to emboss with the stencil. Okay, I'm going to take it off. You guys ready? I need a little drum roll. I know you're out there doing a little drum roll for me. And I just want to point out, you can see the background. Oh, my camera's got to catch up with me. Hold on. It's got to figure its light out. It just went dark as I was like so close to it. All right, I'm going to pull this out. All right, and now here we go. 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to put this up there. I don't know if you can see it. It's so super subtle, but it's like, it's really cool looking. Please go home and try this. Again, you're not, it's not the whole entire background. It's one little aspect of the background, but it makes those ice cubes just boom, just pop right up. Really cute. And that is what we are going to work from today. All right, so I got my little tape over on the side. Don't need this. Move that over there. All right, so again, this is the Citrus Fruits pattern stencil. So cute. Get this on your list. It is absolutely fabulous. All right, so now we're going to cut this thing down. So what I typically do with these is when I don't want to cover an entire background, but what I want to do is I just want to cover a piece of a background. And so I'm going to cut this into 3 parts. And the first thing I'm going to do is I want it to be the width of my card base. And so I typically use A2 size cards. And I do them in portrait. So the width of that is 4 1/4. So I'm going to do that is I'm going to go 4 1/4. Now I actually like to cut them down to 4 inches. So I'm actually going to cut it to 4 inches, except I have this border over on the side because my piece was, excuse me, too big. So I'm just going to cut that little border off. This is not 6. It is 6. Oh, my math is weird. Okay. So I'm just going to cut this little border off. All right, goodbye. And now I'm going to come in and I'm going to go ahead and cut my width to 4 inches. A little bit more than 4. Here we go. All right, so now what I can do is I can use this little section over here, and I'm just going to cut this piece off the end. And I can put a little hole in this, and I can turn that into a bookmark. Excuse me. All right, so there, got a bookmark. Boom, boom, boom. Now that I have this, which is a nice panel that will totally fit on a card if I wanted to, is I'm going to cut this into 2 3-inch sections. So I'm actually going to cut this in half. I know. For all of you out there, the paper really did scream. I just want to let you know, I heard it too. I heard it too. You could, Ray, I don't, because we're not using a 3D embossing folder, you definitely try that. I don't know if it's going to make a bigger impression. I think if you used, like I could have used just a piece of paper in there, and that really would have pressed it down. And I encourage you to try it at home And you can kind of see on the back side because it's a little bit easier. And I don't know if you can you see like here? It's raised. I know it's really hard to see because you're looking at it on camera, but it's raised. It's cute. I like it. All right. And so glad. Okay. All right. So now what am I doing with these pieces? So I have my card front. I'm going to take my card front. I'm going to knock this down to 4 by 5 1/4. Just to make sure that it is on the same. So there's my 4. And there's my 5 1/4. All right, so that's my card front. And what I want to do with this is I'm actually going to cut this a little bit at the diagonal. I'm actually going to use this piece. And what I was thinking, and I just got these, so I'm actually really excited to try them out. This is the Altenew fine tip scissors. I did dry emboss a stencil. So what I did, Jamie, is I just used stencil number 3, which is the ice cubes and the straws, and I only embossed with that one. So after I stenciled everything, cleaned off my stencil number 3, and then I dry embossed it. All right, so I'm going to come in, and I'm just going to come in, and I'm just going to do a little cutting, just really kind of gentle like, right around the outline of this. So instead of using this as a straight line, I'm actually just going to kind of cut out these. I'm just going to cut out these little shapes. What this does, you could just use it as a straight line. But I thought this would be a little bit different just to give it a little bit of a distinctive edge versus what I was looking for before. And these scissors are nice. This is my first time using them. Okay, just going right around my lemon. There we go. And right up and around my straw. And right around this ice cube. There we go. So just a little bit different, just gives it a little bit of an edge. So it's not on, oh good, Ray, I do not love fussy cutting. I need like something else to help me out. I am not a fussy cutter. By the way, these are cool. One thing I noticed, there's a little hole here, which is kind of cool. And there's a little hole right here. And that goes together. And that is to make sure that it doesn't fall out of this. So it's actually kind of cool. I kind of like that about it. And these, by the way, are sharp. Like this would hurt. So I think it's good that they come with this little case right here. All right. So the other thing I grabbed, because I didn't know if you guys were aware of it or not, but this is the Cute Fruits paper pack. It's actually really adorable. This is a 6 by 6, so you could actually just take this paper pack and do exactly what I'm doing, or really any 6 by 6 that you have. And these papers are just really adorable. I thought they were really cute. And these are all the patterns that are on here. So I just wanted to see if some of these patterns, actually this would be really cute, would kind of look kind of cute in there, right? Just because that way it kind of gives you that edge and that definition of that edge. I just thought that would be kind of neat. So I wanted to take a look just to see if I liked it. And then there's this too. But I think I kind of like the blue. All right, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. What do we think about the blue? It's cute. These are the Altenew fine detail scissors. I just literally opened them up. Fine blade scissors. So I literally just took them out of the package like 20 minutes before I started, right? And then these are, so I literally have not used them. This is the first time oh, that's great. Jamie, did you get this? This is so cute. It's a really, really super nice set. All right, I think I like this blue with it. And I think that goes pretty well. So I'm going to cut that up and then I'm going to put that sucker together. Okay. So let me get this out of the way. So this is the Cute Fruits paper pack. So if you're kind of looking at things and like, this comes along and was released with the same set. I just lost the top of it, but it's super cute. Okay, so I get that. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and just cut this off. And I think all I need is a 3-inch section. So I'm not going to do too much here. Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay, I have this. I'm going to keep this extra. Okay, and this is 4 inches. By the way, you can stamp on these, which is what I'm going to be doing. So you can actually stamp on these. Super easy to do. I do recommend using your obsidian ink, and you can also use clear embossing powder if you're not super sure about it, but just to kind of let you guys know. So I grabbed the Mega Party Greetings, and I don't have the die for this. I think I'm going to do that in white, and I'm going to do that in white and cut it out. Let's see, cut that. Oh. Change. The stripe at a diagonal. That would be cute too. I cut it out already this way, but just to kind of show you, I kind of like it like that. So if we get rid of the white, yeah, that's cute. Unfortunately, I already cut it without that thought, but Monica, I got to tell you, I like your thought process. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stick these on here. And I just got a little bit of glue. Kind of throw this all around. And I'm going to go ahead and put my blue piece on first. Making sure that lines up. Monica, now I have to remake this card with the diagonal blue. I got to tell you. All right, and give me 1 second. I will find that paper pack for you. Okay, this is cute. Love it. Yes, thank you, Jamie. It's 12. They're double-sided though, so it's kind of like getting 24. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 designs. Let me just find the front page so I can tell you. Because of course I put it in here and lost it. Here it is. There's 32 sheets. There's 32 sheets, 16 designs, and they're double-sided. So each of these sheets is double-sided. So, and they're all coordinating. So it all comes from very similar color, all the same colorways. And so you can mix and match each of these. Really, really cute little set. And again, you can do exactly what I'm doing without using the stencil and just using the 6x6. So it's really cute that way. All right, so I'm just going to grab a piece of white cardstock, and I'm just going to stamp my sentiment on there, and then I'm just going to cut it out and put it on. All right, so I'm going to grab Time, because who was my person who also loves lemonade? Excuse me. Because there is one thing on here that said it's lemonade time, which is what I'm putting on. It is lemonade time. Send this to my friend. My friend and I, we have been going out for tea on Sundays. We go to a little place. So I would like to send her a card and just let her know how excited I am about the fact that we go out for tea. And maybe we'll do lemonade this time. Send her a little thing. Lemonade time. All right, so I'm going to grab the top of my stamp wheel. And I haven't used this stamp before, so I need to condition this or else I'm going to get blotchy. So I'm just going to use my stamp conditioning eraser. And I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and just get all that residue off so that way I can have a really, really super great connection with my ink. And I'm going to be using Obsidian ink, except I lost it. Do you know that time when you had all of your stuff ready and out and then you lost your Obsidian ink? That is the time for me. I know it's with my embossing ink, which I also didn't use today. Okay. All right, a little embarrassed. Apologize for that. We're going to have a different tack there. If you have, guess what, guys? Who out there was talking to me? Right there. There it is. Obsidian ink. Thank goodness. Found it. Look at that gorgeous, luscious black. You can't get it. It's just the best. This is the best. It's the best. All right, here we go. It's lemonade time. I'm just going to go a little bit more in there. Oh my gosh. Isn't it great, Deborah? So, Deborah, you actually, I got to tell you, I use the stamp conditioning eraser also as an eraser because it does work as an eraser. Oh my God. And Sahara, you're going to love, yeah, these things are just fabulous. All right. I really want that time like super duper dark. So I'm going to come in one more time with that obsidian. And by the way, it dries quickly, but just be mindful that it does take a second. And so it's something that just be mindful of it. But look at how like it's just so dark and crisp and fabulous. And I love it. All right, so I'm got that. I'm going to move this over here. And I'm going to grab my paper off. And because I have it here, I just want to show you guys, because I want this to be nice and super duper black and glossy, is I'm actually going to grab my clear embossing powder. And I'm just going to emboss this real quick, because you know what? I have time. And that's the great thing about Obsidian is this is dry, but you can still emboss with it for a period of time. I mean, I'm not going to sit here for 24 hours and be like, oh, I can emboss now. It's not going to happen. But it's just going to get it nice and glossy and really keep that black from fading. All right, so there's my clear. And those of you who know me, you knew that there had to be some level of embossing involved when it comes to making a project with me. All right, 250 on your wish list. Oh my gosh. How many colors? Oh, how many colors of ink keys, Kim? Yes, so they're re-releasing all the fresh dye inks as, all the crisp dye inks as fresh dye inks. And I have to say, when I first started with collecting really is what it is, collecting Altenew, I did not buy all the inks at one time. What I did is I really thought about the inks that I use all the time, and then I started there. And I went for the minis because I like the fact that they all come in. They all come in the groups of 4. So I really, really appreciated that they were all in the groups of 4. All right, so I'm going to really, really super fast come on in. And Brandon, I'm so glad that you are here. I had a great weekend. I have not been watching the Red Sox, but I hope you have been watching baseball. I hope everything's going well. And collecting is exactly what it is. I know. And you know, Ray, it's so fun. I do collect, but I also I really honestly try to shop my stash first. And I love pairing, like JC has a fabulous YouTube on the Altenew channel, but a YouTube series called Perfect Pairings. And he's so great at grabbing some older sets and really thinking about like, hey, how do these pair with newer things? And I'm actually going to be doing that with you as well, because I'm going to grab the terrific tags. And I know I only have a minute to go or so here, but I'd love to know the Citrus Burst stencil. Are you guys sold? Isn't this fabulous? Do you use it? Are you going to try doing a little bit of stenciling with embossing with your stencils? I hope this works for you. All right, and I am just coming right around this T. And I have to say, again, this is my first time ever using these scissors. They are nice. Usually people have to tell me what to buy. Somebody told me to get these. They were right. So nice. That was fast. That was really, really fast. I can't believe I just did that. All right, so I'm going to grab this, and I'm just going to use my tool to get this out. All right. All I'm doing right now is just cutting out my little lemonade. It's lemonade time. Hopefully I do that okay. All right, so I'm just going to cut these little sections off just to make it a little bit straighter, and cut this little part off too. Okay. All right, so now that I have this, I have my piece, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this right on top of it. So we have It's a Little Lemonade Time. You also could cut out like the lemon and kind of put that on there, but just so absolutely, absolutely cute. So, all right, so that's our little bookmark. That is our card. And if Han obliges me, Han, are we okay if I do one more crazy thing because I'm nuts? Han's like, sure, Amy, we know you're crazy. It's totally fun. Yes, Deborah, try and pink lemonade. Deborah, I want to see this. And by the way, if you're not on the Facebook group, Altenew has a Facebook group called the Altenew Fan Group. It is such a wonderful place to be because of you can share your card designs. And I want to see your pink lemonade because I probably want to make some pink lemonade too. So yes, I definitely want to see your stuff. Oh, here it is. Terrific tags. I love this set. I know I've used it in probably like half of my lives, to be perfectly honest. Love this set. And so we have that little this little piece left over. So I'm going to make a tag out of this piece. And I wanted to grab, I think this size tag would be super fabulous. Oh my gosh, and it fits great. Okay, so I'm going to make this little tag right out of here. And again, this is all from the same 6x6 inch piece. I'm not doing anything else, and I know I'm going to flatten my little embossing, and I'm okay. If you wanted to, you could run this back through your stencil, just so you could make sure that those ice cubes stay raised up. I also could use the Mini Blossom, which, you know, still does a great job cutting, but doesn't, oh, it's actually still pretty raised, actually. Okay, so there's my little tag. Now, with this tag, with this set, there's these little tiny tags, which are really cute, that you can use as a label. And so I can take this little tiny tag, just cut out a piece of white and put it right on there. I also, what I was thinking of was just using a little bit of the blue and just putting that right down on the bottom. So, oh, thank you so much, Serena. I really love doing tags. It's so cute. I mean, I know it's still like a smaller little piece, but it's so cute to have that. So I'm just going to cut, I think, a 1-inch border. I'm going to do an 1.25 inch border. Only because that way my Boston accent comes out. 1.25 inch. So I'm just going to do a little 1.25 inch border right on there. And here's my little tags. Love it. So cute. So again, this is 6x6 piece of paper. So we used the citrus fruits burst stencil. And I'm just going to take this little piece and just put it right on here. That gives you enough space to put your little sentiment, whatever the heck you want. We have our little bookmark. I have a card that I made and this little piece. And it's such a cute set. It's absolutely perfect. And you can think about, again, the color combination. So very soft. This was very soft. And this set, which is the Mega Party Greeting set, you can see that this would be like a cute little invitation set. So adorable, but I use the It's Lemonade Time. So I want to see those pink lemonade. I definitely think it's going to be so fabulous and great. And we'd love to see what you make. So whatever you do, please, if you share it on social media, please hashtag us at Altenew and let us see, because that's the best part of this, is seeing what you make with the products. I mean, it's fabulous. All right. I hope that you enjoyed this today. And I just want to give a massive shout out to Han, who was behind the badge today, the lovely, lovely Han. And I hope that you add the citrus burst or the citrus fruit stencil to your list today. And if you shop today, there's a free stamp set. So, oh, thanks, Monica. The accent gets out there a little bit. All right, so thank you guys so much. I hope you have an absolutely fabulous day. And Han is going to be announcing our winner very, very soon. So thank you guys so much for showing up, and I will see you later. Bye, everybody. Have a fabulous Monday.